Welcome, fellas, to the Captain Saver Bro Show, episode 64. How to be a player. It's time to go back to the basics. But first, guys, before we get into that, like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you can get this good player-ish fresh off the press. And this episode of the Saver Bro Show is brought to you by the Players Club. The Players Club is my private, exclusive men's community where we chop up game. You know, we network with each other. We fellowship with each other. You get tons and tons of benefits like weekly coaching calls with me. You get to meet with me weekly, ask me anything, go through your text threads, go through your phone calls, chop it up about life, dating, relationships, anything. So we meet weekly in the Players Club. You also get discounts on all one-on-one coaching. If you want a one-on-one coaching session with me, a private coaching session with me, just one-on-one, me and you get a 50% discount on that, and you get discounts on all of my courses. So I know that just chicks came on right as hell. I know in April I'm getting ready to do drop a new course package in April, and so when you're part of the Players Club, you'll get a discount on that. Yeah, and just so many benefits. Just meeting with me weekly is just they're worth the price in gold, and it's only $47 a month or something like that. So go to the Players Club at theplayersclub.vip if you want a one-on-one coaching session. Also, outside of that, you want a one-on-one coaching session. My books are now open. Book me before I close them. I'm doing one-on-one coaching, so go to King Dreism to book me for a one-on-one coaching. Whatever your problem is, whatever your issue is, wherever you having problems at in the game, I can help you. I got you. And also, if you want to attend my free webinar training class, 3 Secrets to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You, make sure you click the link in the bio, the description, or wherever you see this at, or go to loverespecthonor.com, and I'm going to teach you the 3 secrets to make women fall in love with you. I'm going to teach you the 3 secrets to get women to respect you and treat you like the king that you deserve to be treated as, and it's free. You don't have to pay anything. The only thing you got to pay is attention. And any more announcements? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, also, guys, this the Saver Bro Show the Saver Bro Show. We're gonna do twice a month instead of weekly. It's just easier for me with everything else I got going on as far as on the back end with the business. It's just a lot easier for me to get the quality of game to you if I do it twice a month. We still gonna upload, the broadcast that we do on Tuesday nights. We still gonna upload that. We're gonna upload that to Spotify and Apple as well. So you're gonna get basically 6 episodes per month. Because we're gonna do that weekly. And I'm trying to slide in another live show. Trying to figure out dates and the best way to do that, because I'll be jam-packed throughout the week with the coaching calls and live streams and creating content and all that. It's not as easy to bring long form content. So, especially, this is my sole business, this is what I do. So I have to not only, create the content, I got to run the back end stuff too. So, and I'm not complaining. I would rather be doing this than working somewhere else for somebody else. And I love what I do. I like bringing the information to you guys. I'm just trying to bring it to you in a way that benefits everybody, and it's still, the quality is there. Because if I have to pump out stuff every single week, the quality is going to dilute. As far as like pumping out shows and content every day on social media, this, that, and I'm just trying to do it so the quality of game remains the same no matter what I put out. And so I've decided it's best to do the Saver Bro shows twice a month instead of every week, because those are everything that I drop is game. Everything is full of game in all of them, but those are a lot more. They're a lot more focused. They're a lot more detailed. They're a lot more nuanced. They're a lot more thorough. And I think those are the highest quality of shows. So, yeah, we're going to do that on the first and third Tuesday of every month. So be on the lookout for that. And, again, we're going to still bring you the Too Much Game live show every Monday or every Tuesday. I'm going to upload that. As soon as I get off live stream, I'm going to upload it, so you guys will have that as well. So, that's what we're going to be doing going forward. And again, also, guys, look out for a new package program coming in April. So get your money ready together. I'll announce it soon. You'll see the commercial for it soon. I'll announce it soon. And the wait list will be here pretty soon. But start saving your money up right now, and at least save you up, a couple $100 so you can do the down payment and do a payment plan. So start getting your ducks in a row right now because you ain't gonna want to miss that one. And that's coming in April. But anyway, guys, let's get straight into this game. Let's get into it, fellas. So today's episode is how to be a player. I got to give you guys some of the rules because y'all out here fucking the game up. You young guys, y'all fucking the game up, man. I ain't gonna even lie. Y'all fucking the game up. How to be a player. Now, for those that don't know, for the guys that's new who just tuning in, for my day ones, they know. But I came into the game as how to be a player. I came in the game talking this player shit. Before 2018, nobody was on YouTube talk about player and, not that I know of at least. In this manosphere at least, everybody was red pill. Everybody was bitches ain't shit and women can't love and, monkey branch this. This is where the game was at when I came in. I came in on some player shit. The name of my first channel, the first channel was How to Be a Player. Was How to Be a Player. I was writing a book. I'm still writing that book, but it since has changed directions. The name of that book was called How to Be a Player. And I got about halfway through. I got about halfway through that book, but that's why I came on YouTube initially. I want to teach dudes how to be a player because that's where my mind was at that time. That's where my life was at. That's what I was on at that time. So I came into the game like that, how to be a player. My YouTube channel was player. Matter of fact, the YouTube that I still use for all my businesses, for most of my business stuff, is How to Be a Player. It's How to Be a Player. That's the YouTube. I mean, not the YouTube. That's the email that I still use that email, How to Be a Player 1 at Gmail. That's the YouTube that I first created this stuff with. And so I'm bringing you this episode because I've although I teach you guys player shit, I always say player shit, ism, all this. And when I say ism, it's not in reference to the pimp game because I ain't no pimp. A player and a pimp is different. A player is just a guy that's good at just playing his game and he doing it damn good. That's a player. You got players in the dope game. You got players in the pimp game. You got players in the NBA. You got the guy who's doing it well and handling his business. That's a player. And in the terms of dating and relationships, the player is the guy that's having his way the most. The guy that get the women, not even getting the women, but getting the cooperation out of the women. The guy that's excelling at the game. That's the player in the game. And so we talking about it, in today we talking about it in terms of that. But, I always give you guys this player shit, right? But I just wanted to bring you for the new year. I wanted to give you guys a couple rules and a couple guidelines that you got to follow because, again, a lot of you guys calling yourself P and you capital P and, P stand for player. Shout out to the Atlanta guys. They say P. When I went up there, I did the the show with Boom Man from Authentic Empire. Shout out to Boom Man. I did the show with him. Shout out to Finesse. Finesse's Only Club, Rich and Unemployed, did the show with him. Finesse, or Jonathan Dupertin is his real name. That's the name he put on his Instagram. Jonathan Dupertin. This chick from Chicago, I don't know her name, and then Love Dorsey. We did like a panel little thing. He didn't put it out yet. Supposedly he's putting it out tomorrow. This happened. We did this over a year ago. But when I went up there after, it was like a live panel and shit, and all the A dudes, they was coming to be like, man, your shit P for real. But, shout out to them. They say P, but they mean player. Just player, just like, just a dude on top of his shit, doing his thing, handling his business, doing it smooth, doing it cool, and doing it right. That's P, that's player. But a lot of y'all ain't P, a lot of y'all ain't player. Y'all fucking the game up, especially you little young dudes, bro. Y'all fucking the game up and y'all giving the game a black eye. And the dating game, the money game, y'all just giving the whole game a black eye. But y'all giving the dating game a black eye. And y'all y'all souring it up. Y'all putting shit in the game. How we used to say, y'all putting shit in the game. And so I'm going to clean that up real quick. And we just going to have a conversation. I'm going to try not to be here too long, keep you guys long or whatever. But we got to have a conversation. So, this guidelines to being a player. You want to call yourself P player, whatever. And again, it's not about getting the most women. It ain't really about that. You know, it's about how you handling your business and the way that you're going about your business that makes you P or player. And the first thing, and this is one of the first things that I learned, and I got to teach you guys this now because you clearly don't know. You clearly don't know, and y'all lame for this. A lot of y'all lame for this, but it's you never wine and dine another man's woman, bro. You never wine and dine another man's trick. I mean, another man's chick or another man's woman. If another man is dealing with a woman, fucking her, got her on his team or whatever, you never wine and dine that woman. You never roll out carpets for that woman. You never if you fuck with her, she get dick and that's it. You understand? You don't roll out carpets and you don't give girlfriend treatment to no woman who fucking somebody else. Y'all got the game fucked up. Y'all got the game all the way twisted. You do not give that type of treatment to a woman that got another man or the woman that's dealing with somebody else. You don't wine and dine another man's chick. You don't go on no date with no chick that's fucking other dudes or that got a man. You don't feed her. None of that shit. I don't know why y'all, back in the day, man, women used to have to lie and like, I don't talk to nobody, and they used to have to lie. Now they telling y'all they got you on a rotation and you still just taking them on dates, still just taking them out to eat, trying to win her over and buy her out. That shit is corny. That shit is corny. You understand what I'm saying? You're not supposed to do that. Let him do that. That's his fucking job. That's his job. It ain't your job to do that. You stick and you move. That shit is corny, and it's always been corny, and I don't know why y'all think shit like that cool. You trying to buy a dude out and shit, and you ain't getting no respect from that. You don't really get no brownie points. Apply pressure and all this old shit. Y'all let these women trick y'all into just being tricks. You understand? And it's nothing wrong with taking care of a woman who's loyal to you, who's faithful to you, and who provides you value. That's what you're supposed to do. But y'all just be going over the top and spending your money on chicks and spending all your time and just whining and dining and romancing women who got other people. That is crazy. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to spend no money on a woman who fucking other dudes or even entertaining other dudes. You're not. We came up like that, like you're damn that, like you would get shamed to hell for that back in the days. And we don't shame dudes for that enough. We need to start shaming that shit. Like you damn near need to get outcast for that. That shit corny. Stop letting women have an opinion on how the game should go because we in control of this shit. Man, I don't care what they get on here and say, how they act, whatever they do, we in control of this. They need us. I don't give a fuck on every level. Oh, I'm a boss chick and I make my own money and the platform you use is ran by a man. The fucking bank account that your bank manager is probably a man. The software that you use is invented by a man. The microphone that you bought to put your content out, a man invented it. A man packaged it in a warehouse. A man put it on stowed it. A man shipped it. A man transported it. And it's more than likely a man delivered it to your doorstep. Get that? Let's cut the bullshit. They need men on every level, emotionally, intimately. The reason that they feel like they don't is because suckers and tricks and ducks make them feel like this shit is in abundance. And so they take men for granted, but they need us. And I'm saying all that to say, stop letting them have an opinion on how the game should go. We in control of this motherfucker. They shouldn't have no opinion on how this shit. I mean, I swear to God, man, I hate that women even listen to my shit or even have an opinion on my comments and all that shit. And if you guys see, sometimes I be having like not an attitude, but when women comment and shit, I almost be like hostile. Because you ain't even supposed to be here. Like, this ain't for you. You know, that's why I'm glad I got groups like the Players Club. And you can join that at the playersclub.vip, by the way. But you're not supposed to have no seat at the table. You're not supposed to have no opinion on the rules and all that. You just get in line. And if you don't like it, don't play. You know, and I'm not saying that we supposed to mistreat women or neglect women or no shit like that. But a woman who's fucking other women, a woman who dealing with other dudes or entertaining other dudes, she don't deserve protection and provision and all of that. She don't deserve that. You know, and when you give them, when you reward bad behavior, when you reward women for being whores and not having value, they just gonna do what's getting them the money, or what's getting them taken care of, or what's getting them that treatment. Y'all just reward chicks for just merely fucking existing. No matter if they fucking other dudes, no, like that shit, bruh. That shit crazy to me. Like that shit always been corny. Like I was so hardcore with this shit, man. I was so hardcore with shit like that, man. I didn't go on my first date. Like I used to be wild. Well, y'all think I'm crazy now, man. I used to be stone cold because that's just how I was taught. I didn't go on my first date with a woman until I was 25. Like a first where I went on a date and paid, I was like 25 before I went on a date with a chick. Like a real date. I'd have kicked it and pulled up on chicks and, you know, sat and ate lunch with them at their job or whatever the case may be, kicked it. But like a date, going out to eat with a woman, or taking her here, spending money. I didn't do that until I was 25 on everything I love. And I didn't start messing with women when I was 25. I was messing with women since middle school, chicks since I was middle school. My first date was 20. That's how much I'm not going on no dates and doing all that old goofy shit. And these chicks, nah. And even after the fact, like I'm not saying that I took a woman on a date and she maybe wasn't dealing with each other. I mean, dealing with another dude. But if I seen it, I was like, I'm straight on that. But women used to lie and women used to make it seem like, women at least used to make it seem like you just stumbled upon them in the wilderness and they was just minding their own business, not dealing with each other. That's how it used to at least seem. I'm not saying that they wasn't on no bullshit back then, because some of them was. Some of them wasn't, but some of them was. But they didn't, like, it wasn't upfront. They didn't tell you, hey, you a part of a circus and you got to fucking dance hard to get my fucking used coochie and my 3 kids and my problems, so you got to outdance these other clowns. You see what I'm saying? They didn't, like, they telling y'all this shit in y'all face, man. These young chicks is telling y'all in y'all face, I got other dudes and you gonna have to outspin him and outperform him in order for my attention, in order to get my attention. They telling y'all this and y'all going for it. That's crazy. You don't romance no chick that's fucking with no other dudes. All she deserve is dick and bubble gum. You supposed to stick and move, and we need to bring that back, because at least the streets was in order back then. The game, not the streets, but the game was in order back then. Women respected men back then. Women appreciated men back then. For sure. For sure. Yeah, you had the chicks, oh, I'm strong and independent, all that shit. They talk that shit on TV and shit. But in the women more so respected the game back then. They don't now. And we have lost our way. And I'm here to save the day. We are going to call that shit out and we're going to shame it at every fucking turn. I'm damn near gonna do a series. Anytime I see you trick motherfuckers and all that shit. And this is another level beyond tricking. We're gonna talk about tricking in a second. But this is another level beyond tricking. When you got a woman who I'm dealing with this dude, I'm dealing with this dude, I'm dealing with this dude, and I'm getting from all of them. That spoils the game. This is what would give women this entitled mentality that they have. This is why they get it. This is where they get it from. This entitled, a man owe me something mentality, this is where they get it from. I don't have to do nothing but show up because I got 5 tricks on my line. And so you better get in line and dance. You know how they act like this is what you're supposed to do? This is why, because this is what dudes are doing. And it needs to be shamed. We need to stop it. And we need to tell, when they start talking this shit, we need to tell them to shut the fuck up and mind their business. I promise you, I'm starting to get worked up again because I'm thinking about how I don't like women on my posts. I hate women on my posts. I hate women that listen, whether they agree or not. I don't even think they should be here. I don't want your opinion. But I can't do that on Instagram because I'm going to get banned for sexism and shit like that. I can't say that. And so you kind of got to be all inclusive. But women don't deserve to even have an opinion on what the fuck, how we put our game down. So stop letting them shame y'all into being tricks and Captain Save-A-Hoes and super cakes and shit. You know, but y'all got the game fucked up, bro. Y'all got to chill with that. You never, ever Never, ever, ever, ever wine and dine another man's woman. That's just out, and you a sucker if you do that. You the worst type of sucker if you like you just making her like you just creating a bad woman. You're creating a bad woman. You're creating a problem for everybody. When you wine and dine, you supposed to treat her like she's acting. If she acting like a slut and juggling dudes, you supposed to fuck her and get up and leave. That's you supposed to treat. Back then we treated women how they acted. Y'all treat sluts like queens and shit, bro. You understand what I'm saying? You don't wine and dine no another man's woman, bro. If she fucking with other dudes, if she got a boyfriend, you treat her like that, bro. You don't create another problem by rewarding her for bad behavior. And this goes for. Let me say this. Let's talk about the wives thing, because dudes be messing with dudes' wives and shit. Y'all better stop doing that, because that's just gonna get you caught up. That's gonna get you hurt. But y'all gotta like y'all incentivize them to be that way. They have an incentive to be that way because guys are allowing it. A dude to have a wife, this chick will tell you she married or she separated, and you still roll out the carpet for her, roll out to get red carpet treatment. You understand? You give her a princess treatment when she acting like a fraud. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to. I'm not saying you ain't supposed to hit it. I mean, I don't think you should, but that should be it. It don't go no farther than that. Stop incentivizing whoredom and slutty behavior, and stop incentivizing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And again, we got to call that shit out and shame that shit. But that's that, man. You don't wine and dine nobody's woman, bro. That shit crazy. And not only wine and dine a dude's woman, don't spend money on women or give women attention that's fucking with other dudes. She only if she's supposed to get dick, and that's it. That's it. That's all. You understand? But let's move on. Another thing you got to understand about the player shit, and this is player shit. You want to know what's player shit? This is player shit. This is how the shit was taught to me. This is how players did it, bro. You ain't see no player ass dude fucking with some chick and she just the town bicycle, or she got a rotation to do. You didn't see that. And a lot of you guys think the rappers and shit are players. A lot of you guys think these rappers and entertainers, you think they players. These niggas was the corny niggas that had a talent. These wasn't the dudes that was in the streets. I'm not saying that all rappers was never street. You got some dudes who was street, and you got some dudes who was P, and they was the dude before they started rapping. But most of them are not like that. A lot of these dudes wasn't getting no bitches. I'm talking about rappers, athletes, entertainers, all of these guys. They wasn't getting no bitches. They wasn't getting no play. They start getting fame. They start getting money, and here come the bitches, right? And so they don't know how to play the game. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all be thinking that these dudes be P and player and all that shit. Nah, bro. Nah, don't. They don't have the game. You got to listen to the real dudes who was putting it down. A lot of these dudes, man, like a guy like DJ Akademiks, right? And this is no disrespect towards DJ Akademiks, but like, just if you look at some of the things, he would swear he's the biggest player ever, right? But he makes some of like, it's like clearly like you like. And they target y'all because they know y'all ain't player. They know y'all ain't like that. Y'all just ducks with money. You see what I'm saying? But the type of decisions he make in women, it's just like, but kids look up to him. Do y'all think that shit player? No, it's not. You leading with your money. These niggas bums and broke, and you trying to make yourself appear like the better man because you got more money. That player ain't never been about who got the most money. You understand? The player is about how you carry yourself, your character as a man, and how you put your game down. Not how much fucking money you got. You throw your money around, a bitch gonna get you for everything you got. You understand? But what I'm saying that to say that ain't you see these rap dudes, and that ain't P. It's not player. Oh, when I see a beautiful woman, I just want to spoil her. That ain't player, bro. Being call yourself P and all that. That ain't nothing player about that. That ain't pimping. It's a habit tricking on a bitch. I should have been a pimp. Future said that. No, that's not pimp shit, bro. Pimps don't spend no money on no women. Players don't spend money on women who fucking other dudes, who ain't providing them value just because they beautiful, that ain't player. You let a woman's beauty woo you and let you come up off your resources. But another man raising your kid. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying he don't provide financially for his kid, but I'm just saying, nah, bro, because I don't know. I ain't in this business, but I'm just saying from what it looked like. You understand? So, nah, bro. It's a habit tricking on my kids. I spend all my money on my kids. You understand? And that's it. That's all. I spend my money on my children. And I always been like that. I'm not giving no woman my fucking money. No woman that's fucking other dudes and dealing with other dudes my fucking money. I don't go fuck how much money I got. And he's saying, oh, that's broke, nigga, Titan. I'm not nothing broke about me. I've been like this. Anybody will tell you, man, I got rap songs. You know, I try to do a little rap thing. I can show you rap songs from 20 years ago, me talking like this. You don't give a woman nothing that she don't earn. And if she juggling dicks, she ain't earn it. You earn it through loyalty and consistency to you. You don't give a woman nothing that she don't earn, especially money. That's player shit. That's player shit. But anyway, let's move on from that because I'll be here all night with that. The next one, and you guys need to realize this, you got to be in, you're going to be in the game or you're going to be out the game. You're going to run the streets or you ain't going to be in the streets. You can't ride the fence. You can't ride the fence. You can't be lukewarm. You can't be a husband, bro, and have a family and still out here trying to play on women or get a bunch of women or break women or get women to fall in love with you. The game going to always backfire. The game is going to always backfire. You have to be a 100% thorough in whatever you're going to do. If you're going to have a family, have your family. If you're going to be in the streets, be in the streets. And when I say the streets, I'm not talking about criminal activity. I'm talking about out dating, going to the brunches, going to the clubs, meeting women who on the scene. That's what I mean the streets. If you're going to be out there and be 100%. Because when you try to do both, you just going to come up short. Prime example, you got you a nice woman at home who provides you value, who's loving, who's caring towards you, who treats you good, who provides you value, who's a good girl, good morals, but you trying to be a fucking player and get bitches and you trying to play the field and be on the scene, you're going to damage that woman. And it's going to hurt you in the end because eventually she going to get tired of that shit. And the woman that you had with the glow in her eyes who would do anything for you, little by little, that's going to change. But guess what? You not going to even see that coming because you don't understand how this go. And so when you lose your woman who was there for you, who's down for you, through everything and through thick and thin, when you don't have access to that no more, now you emailing me talk about how you can get it back. You can't get it back. Once you scar somebody, once you do damage to somebody, once you hurt them, you can't unhurt them, bro. And you can't tell, like, it ain't no just get over that. I don't give a fuck how much therapy a person got or how much close they is to God or whatever, or you can't undamage a person. The scars heal. The pain may not be there, but the scar is still there. And so they're going to treat you differently. And a lot of you dudes don't understand that. You be trying to be players and try to get all the bitches, and you ain't got it out your system, but still trying to have a family at the same time, and then you damage your family. And you ruin your family, your house, your home for fucking hotels. Then you want your family back and shit. Now you mad because another dude see her value, and then, you know, he come in and he scoop that on up and do right by it. You understand? Because you trying to play both sides. What you could have did was keep it real with that girl and say, hey, listen, I'm still out here. You know, this is not what I really want right now. I don't want the family. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. And if you don't got to lie, she'll lie to herself. You understand? And at least you keep it real with a person and they have a level of respect for you. But when you're trying to play both sides and trying to act like you're a family man and be in the streets at the same time and deceive people, what's going to happen is that woman is going to lose respect for you. You see what I'm saying? That woman going to lose respect for you. And then what? Once that woman lose respect for you, it's over. But if you keeping it real, like, I just want to, I just want to remain single and explore or whatever you tell her. A lot of the times, I'm not saying that that may keep her around, but when you do decide to get that shit out your system, or you ready to do the family thing or do the relationship thing, if that woman is available, that woman will have a lot more respect for you, and you can kind of double back on a situation like that, and you don't burn your bridge with a good person. You understand what I'm saying? Or a lot of you guys try to be players, right? A lot of you guys try to be players, but you ain't there all the way. You get with a woman or you get with a slut, and you fall in love with a slut because you ain't breathing the game all the way. You ain't 100% player about it. You understand? You don't know who to love, who to fall in love with. You're not supposed to be falling in love when you playing the field anyway. But you don't know that because you halfway in, halfway out, and you ain't the shit ain't running through you. So you get the first chick that make it feel real, and now you falling in love with a slut. Now you tricking. Or you whining and dining a chick that got 3 other dudes in a rotation, and it's driving you crazy because you're not 100% out here. If you was 100% in the streets, when I say the streets, this is, again, I keep having it because I don't want nobody to hear that. They didn't hear the old part and they hear that and it's like, oh, he condone the street shit. I'm talking about the dating game. If you know, I forgot where I was going, but anyway, you got to be 100%. You got to be 100% in this shit. I remember what I was gonna say. If you 100% in the game, if you 100% out here on some player shit, you ain't finna be falling in love. Your heart your heart ain't really in it. You know not to get yourself attached. When you halfway in it, you developing relationships and all this. And I'm talking about, you know, got relationships and all type of shit and building relationships. When you on some out here just playing around, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be doing that. But then that gets you in trouble because you want to play the field, but then you don't know how to play the field. You halfway in it, so you catching feelings. So now you got a girlfriend here, then you got a girlfriend there, and then you find a good one, and then you try to wife her up, and then now you just causing confusion on your life and stress on your life because now you got all these women caught up in your bullshit, your indecisive, half-ass bullshit. And now they all caught up in it, and they gonna stress you the fuck out, and they gonna wear you the fuck down. That ain't P. You in it or you ain't. You can't ride the fence with this shit. If you gonna be a player, or you gonna be out here playing around, then do that. This how y'all be catching cases. This how you burn bridges and all type of shit. We knew better than that. We knew better than that. Now, there was a point in time where I slipped up, but you know, it's not making an excuse. I knew better, but I slipped up, man. And you know, we ain't gonna get too much into that, but I slipped up at one point in my life. I was like 26, 27, you know, cause I was going through some shit with my kid's mom and shit. And I was kind of vulnerable and shit. So I kind of slipped up, but I paid for that. The game paid me dearly for that. You see what I'm saying? I had to suffer the consequences for violating that. And that was a very stressful part of my life. You know, getting different women caught up because I'm trying to be over here and trying to be over here at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be in or out. And if you in, you gotta be in. You ain't no catching no feelings, and ain't no building no none of that. You know, you damn near somebody, I read a comment on my Instagram, you damn near gotta be stone cold. You gotta understand, okay, I can't let my feelings, you know, get the best of me. Cause you halfway in, now you on some boyfriend shit. But then still trying to be a player at the same time. It ain't gonna never work for you. You're gonna always spread yourself thin, and you're gonna stress yourself out, and you're gonna wear yourself down. You're gonna make yourself bitter and jaded. And you're gonna hurt yourself, and you're gonna hurt people, and they're gonna hurt you back. The women that you damn, they gonna get you back. So, you know, be all the way in this shit. Be 100% in this shit. Now next, and I shouldn't have to tell you guys this, but it ain't P to be tricking. It ain't player to be tricking. It ain't no tricking, bro. We not been tricking is this. A lot of you guys be trying to redefine what tricking is. Oh, well, if you take care of a woman and that's technically considered tricking. No, tricking is paying a woman for her time, her company. Paying a woman for her time, her company, or her sex. Paying a woman, whether it's giving her money, cash apping her, hey, I'm gonna buy you a car, I'm gonna take you shopping, I'm gonna take you to the flyest restaurants, and I'm doing this to get you. That's considered tricking. And women don't never respect no trick. Women don't respect tricks. There are women who feel more loved when they get materialistic things I'm not saying that don't exist. There are women who they prefer gifts over your energy, right? But if you are tricked with it, they still won't respect you. Basically, they'll take it, but they're not gonna respect you. Women don't respect tricks, and tricks, and let's keep this 1,000. Let's separate this because I'm not even talking about the tricks that go pay prostitutes. I'm not even talking about them type of tricks. I'm always, when I say trick, I ain't even talking about them type of tricks. They're not a part of this. They have nothing to do with the dating game because they ain't even in the dating game. They going to pay prostitutes or escorts, and it's about their business. And escorts stay where they at. Escorts don't really mix up with the. You don't typically see escorts kind of tainting with they shit into the square dating world and shit like that, right? They stay over there. Prostitutes stay over there. They in their own little world. I'm not talking about them type of tricks. Those are considered tricks. That's where the term trick originated from, really. Those guys who pay for pussy. But, or they pay that woman for her time or her company or whatever the case may be. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you motherfuckers that's, I'm going to show you I'm applying pressure. Let me cash app you. What's your cash app? You trying to pay a woman to get her attention or get her sex. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of tricks I'm talking about. You don't do that. You don't do no type of tricking, but I'm talking about this type of trick. I seen one of these little guys, one of these little dudes. What's this little dude name? Little heavy set dude, fat from Moneybagg Yo artist or something. He was like, flowers, man, nigga giving you flowers and shit. You know, these dudes giving you flowers, that ain't nothing. We ain't doing it. All my women, we finna get new jewelry. We make them come harder. That's like trick shit, bro. But this is why women think when you ask a woman how much should a man spend on a date with you, and they say shit like, well, I think a guy should spend like $1,000, and that's their experience with tricks. But the tricks, they only doing that to kind of not even separate themselves, but they do that to kind of make women see them as the better guy. Right? And so it's like you give a woman this good old grand old time and shit, and it's like, you know, these guys, I call it trick cocking, like peacocking. They trick cocking. They just spend a whole bunch of money. But they do it in hopes that the woman see them and only them. They kind of separate themselves from other guys based on their money, and it never really works out. But this is where women be getting this, you know, a man should spend this. Because she believed some goofy ass trick that said, well, if a dude ain't spending $1,000, he's on you. He don't really love you. He playing with you, like the YTB fat dude say. Oh, well, if they ain't buying you no jewelry, he playing with you. He trying to get you flowers. He playing with you, and they believe in this shit. They believe in this shit. That shit corny. We ain't that tricking. If you a trick, if you leave with your wallet, any of that shit, that ain't P. You ain't P. I'm not saying you can't get women like that, but that ain't P. You can't call yourself no player. And again, as far as a player is like, that's like MVP. That's like an MVP trophy to be called a player, or that dude a player about his shit. That's like that's like the highest honor in any arena. Oh, he a player. That's, you know, Michael Jordan was a player on the court. You know, such and such was a player in the pimp game. He was a player in the dope game. Like, that's the highest honor. Like, you don't get that and you a trick and you buying your way to the game. Now you don't. That's cheating. You understand what I'm saying? And don't nobody respect that, because anybody can do that. But y'all, that tricking shit gotta go. And again, it's fucking up the game. I'm not even talking about with guys that pay prostitutes. Let them stay in their own world. But in the dating game, tricking is not supposed to be y'all mixing that up with the square world, with us out here. Y'all mixing that shit up, and everybody getting the game fucked up. Everybody just fucking is just, all the rules have went out of the window, and now women just running wild, and they think that it's supposed to be this, and then you got this bitch talking about, excuse me, I don't want to call her a B word. But you got this chick, I forgot this chick, this light-skinned, the thick chick, the thick chick. She's like, if you broke or if you ain't making more than $50,000, now she said if you ain't making more than $50,000, then you shouldn't be dating and shit like that. That's normal. Most people make that in this country. Like, that's what most people make. And I don't think you not deserving of love because you make the median income. Now I don't think you should be dating and you can't take care of yourself. You don't have a can't get from point A to point B. I don't think you should be trying to create a family if you can't take care of that family. But like to date and have a girlfriend that make $50,000 with you and y'all combine your shit, what's wrong with that? You know, but this is some trick told her that, bro. And they say her husband or something got, you know, then put that shit in her head. And so she coming to put that shit to the world. That's trick shit. Oh, you shouldn't be, if a man can't buy you this, then he shouldn't. That's trick shit, bro. That shit fucking the game up. And they believe in this shit. Because if the thing is, back in the days, you always had tricks and Captain Save-A-Hoes, but they didn't have access to them like that. Like, you had to luck up on that shit. Now, a chick could just get on Instagram and type, "It ain't tricking if you got it," and it'll be some tricks. It'll be 1,000 million posts on the discover thing, on the search thing that come up, and it's tricks, hashtagging "it ain't tricking if you got it." Like, and all she got to do is like, double tap the picture, and here he come with his trick ass. They have access now, so it's more so fucks up the game now because, again, back then these type of guys existed, but they wasn't like, you had to luck up on some shit like that. Like, or you had to go like, you know, you had to go to a strip club where a dude tricking off his money or something. But, you know, and for you guys, let me tell you guys a secret. And this is coming from somebody who used to go to strip clubs. That shit is dumb. And I didn't go, like, I don't care about strippers and shit. You know, when you ripping and running, you getting bread and you want to show off, the best place to go is to the strip club, throwing your money in the sky like a goofy. Because I did the same goofy shit, throwing thousands of dollars. I'm not saying I'm above it. I did that same goofy shit. But let me tell you guys something. Nowadays, see, back a long time ago, you know, 20 years ago, shit like that, strip clubs was for like real deal tricks, like tricks who want to go see strippers. They got off work, spent their check. It's the strip club became, and I think this more so started with like BMF. The strip club started to become like a playground for like hustlers to go show off. And so it kind of took the country by storm. And so when I started getting money, that's what we used to do, just go to the strip club and show off. What I'm saying is the women who go to these places, because now women go to strip clubs. Women be in strip clubs. Women be in strip clubs, like not like stripper women, but regular women go to the strip clubs to hang out. They just going to scout tricks, bro. They know that's where the trick's going. They know that's where the trick's going. So if you meet a woman that's in a strip club hanging out, you shouldn't be meeting women in clubs anyway, but she know you're a trick, you know, and she going to, because this is where the dudes going to throw all their money like goofies. The dudes who free and don't give a fuck about their money, this is where they go. So this is where they going. And so, you know, I said all that to say, back in the days, they didn't have access to it. And they had to go, the guy, you know, a woman had to go to a strip club or some shit like that, or to look up on it. Now it's just the access. And so this of access of tricking, the tricking mentality is taking place. It's planting, these tricks are planting more seed into the minds of more women en masse. You see what I'm saying? So more women is getting this trick mentality. You seeing guys saying, "Oh, if flowers is he playing with you if he buying flowers." Like this motherfucker don't even realize that most women don't even care about your money, and most women would rather a guy that they like get them flowers. Like a woman will go to the moon and back for that, but you thinking you gotta buy a chick because you done heard some rapper and you have no idea how the game go because you was a lame before a bitch looked at you, before you had money or status. So you don't know how the game go and you think this is what it is. Why do you think all these fucking dudes, just look at all of them. All of them be having problems with bitches. All of them can't keep no bitch. All of them be getting exposed. All of them be getting baby trapped. All of them on child support paying $30,000 a month. Like all these rap dudes, all these entertainers, all these trick dudes getting caught up. All of them got 50 baby mamas. Y'all being tight. You got to start think, motherfucker. Damn, I done knocked this chick up. I got 4 baby mamas now. Food. You food. You are the food. You are the lick. You the duck. Now you paying $10,000. Like, come on, bro. But again, when you don't know no better and you ain't dealt with no women before this shit, not on no real time shit. You ain't dealt with no woman before the fame. You ain't had no schooling and no game before the fame and the money come. You don't know this. And you think it's your money. You see what I'm saying? But that trick shit is goofy, bro. That is goofy. And again, shout out to the dudes who are going to pay prostitutes Shout out to them guys, because I ain't even talking about them guys when I say that. Them guys who going on the stroll and going on sugar sites and, you know, keeping this shit over there in that game. The guys who traveling and going to Peru and Colombia to pay prostitutes. I ain't even talking about y'all. We talking about you dudes who bring that shit into the regular dating world when motherfuckers trying to find love and just find them a motherfucking girlfriend or some shit. And here you come with your trick ass fucking the game up. And now these women think you got to be making $250,000 or $1 million a year for them to be happy. Because, you know what I'm saying? You fucking the game up, that shit. And I'm not telling you if you rich to dim your lifestyle. I'm not telling you if you rich, you know, because I do fly shit. I like fly shit. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not finna just be giving it to no any old woman. The woman that experienced my lifestyle, she going to have to earn that. That's what I'm saying. And I'm never going to downplay the next man. I'll never be sitting with some woman talking about, oh, these dudes broke and they got to do this for you. And I never been doing no goofy shit like that. That's goofy. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not saying if you getting money, you got to downplay your lifestyle and all that shit. But all that trick cocking, like peacock and all that trick cocking, that shit corny, bro. That shit lame. And you a lame. You ain't P, you a lame. So, you know, that's P. That's P. Tricking ain't player. And this is how to be a player. This is how to be a player episode. Tricking ain't that. So, now next thing, you never go out over no woman, bro. And what I mean is you never let yourself go out, be taken out, or go to jail, or risk your freedom, or anything over no woman, bro. I see so many dudes get cased up, get caught up, and go out over a woman. Rest in peace, Trouble. Rest in peace, Trouble, man. Trouble at a woman house. So, you know, he at a woman house and he go out over a woman. And the dude who kill him, finna spend the rest of his life in jail over a woman. That ain't player, bro. Nigga, dude, get your chick. He earned her, bro. That she for him. She obviously like him. Let him have her. You supposed to thank that man. He did you a favor. I ain't never ever held no animosity in my heart over no dude who was fucking with a chick that I was fucking with. He did me a favor. Now I may pay you back. You know, I ain't gonna get into much into that. That's a story. I'm gonna say that I gotta say that story. But I done got a few dudes back before. They done fuck with something that was fucking with that I, you know, and nigga think they untouchable. I done found out who they chick was and I did that for sure. You know, but we gonna keep that there. You know, I done paid a dude back before. I get me some get back, but it'll be like that. I don't hate you. You know, but I gotta have one up. Shit, you ain't finna be like, oh, I hit your chick and I ain't hit yours. You understand what I'm saying? So I get my get back, but it ain't no hard feelings, bro. I ain't gonna X you out the map. I'm not gonna want to fight you or I don't hate you. I shake your motherfucking hand. You understand what I'm saying? You don't go outside over no chick, bro. You don't put no another man in the dirt over no chick, bro. He did you a favor, bro. He took a problem off your hands and made it his own problems. He took your misery and made it his, basically. You owe that man a thank you. You don't fight him and, you know, dirt him or have him kill you and shit. My cousin just died over a chick, bro. My little cousin. Just had to bury my little cousin. Not just. This was, you know, September or some shit. To bury my little cousin fighting over a chick. Whole problems, whole drama, bro. Most of the shit in the hood is about hoes, bro. When you see these dudes, for the dudes who ain't, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag because I got white guys watch me and guys. When you see black crime and this neighborhood, black gangs beefing with each other, y'all think that shit be over drug turf and all that shit. That shit don't be over no fucking drug turf or gang territory. That be because it was a party and this gang was at the party and this gang was at the party and this dude was fucking his chick and they got into a fight. Somebody started shooting, one of them died. The next day they go to the hood, kill somebody else, then they just sliding back and forth, and it's been like that since 1970s, 1980s. These hoods been warring for the last 30 years and it all started over a chick. Somebody fucking somebody dude, they fight, somebody die, some drunk motherfucker pull out a gun and shoot somebody, and then it's just get back and get back and get back. No matter where you go in this country, that's what most of that shit is about. I'm not saying that violence don't happen over drugs or violence don't happen over personal issues, but the majority of the tit for tat, back and forth gang war bullshit is over bitches. Facts. I'm from the streets, I know. Dudes is Xing each other out over bitches. You don't supposed to go out sad like that. That ain't no player shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never approached no dude about no woman. Dude holler at my chick or get at my chick and he take her, he can have her. Because that's who God obviously, it's obviously for her. I mean, it's obvious, she's obviously for him and not for me. You know? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad we ain't married. I'm glad I ain't married her. Thank you, God, for showing me that she ain't with it. You know, you don't go outside over no chick. And another thing, when I say going outside, a lot of you dudes like let your emotions get the best of you. Or you let the drugs and the alcohol get the best of you. You let the drugs and the alcohol make the decisions for yourself. Or you let your emotions couple with the drugs and the alcohol, and you do dumb shit like beat on your chick or do some goofy shit. And you go outside over a chick, you risk your freedom, and you got to go to jail going outside over a chick because the chick said something or you can't control a chick. You ain't never supposed to, you know, spit at a chick with your hands. You don't control no woman like this. You get her right here and right here. And if you can't do that, then you need to get rid of her. Shout out to Mr. Lucario. If you can't lead her, leave her. But putting your hands ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna do nothing but get yourself locked up. And, you know, hopefully nothing serious don't happen. You may push a chick, hit a chick, she hit her head and die. Now you locked up forever. Going outside over a chick. That's a player rule. You're never supposed to go outside over a chick. A chick don't want you. A chick move on. A chick go fuck with somebody else. Let her go. A woman ain't respecting you. A woman ain't following your lead. Don't go outside putting your hands on her. Let her fucking go and go find you somebody who will. It's plenty of women who will. There's plenty of women who gonna be loyal to you. There's plenty of women who gonna keep it real with you. You can't force nobody to be on your program or be faithful to you. If she don't want to do that, don't go outside. Boss up, level up, get you a better chick. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't going outside over no chicks. We're not going outside over no chicks. Now, another thing I want to talk to you guys about. Protect your seed. Protect your seed, protect your seed, protect your seed, protect your seed. I done talked about this on the podcast before. But I kind of want to go over it again because, you know, guys seem to not get it, but it ain't player to just be skeeting in anybody, bro. It's not player. You don't never see no thoroughbred player ass dude skeeting in or just having a baby with anybody, a woman who's not fit to be mother. That's goofy shit. That's sucker shit. I'm not with, you know, two of my kids' moms. I'm not with them anymore. It didn't work out, but they are great mothers. I can't take, they great mothers. I'm not finna have no baby with no chick who can't take care of my seed. Like, who don't have the capacity to care for a kid, who don't have the capacity to be a real good mother and to teach my kid things. I'm not having with no baby with no chick like that. That ain't player to do that. To just be skeeting in any old fucking hood rat. That's goofy. Then get yourself put on child support at that. That's goofy. You got a kid running around and the steward of that child is a nut bag or a whore. Or a chick who clout chasing, doing all type of weird shit, got weird dudes around the kids, smoking around the kids, letting the kids beat on your child and all that old type of shit. That's crazy. And you ain't gonna never be blessed. The game ain't gonna never bless you when you doing stuff like that. I think that's one of the worst things that a man could do is put a seed in an unfit mother. I had a guy do that. Guy was cold. That shit made me mad. I'm like, bruh, you had kids with a prostitute, bruh? Like literally like a prostitute. Like what, like how the fuck, like what type of, like your daughter, bruh, your daughter got a fucking, like your prostitute is gonna be raising your daughter, my dude. That's clown shit. You are supposed to play a real man. You supposed to make sure that the woman who brings children in this world will do those children some justice, and that helps society because she raises great children. Y'all just be nothing in any, like, you be seeing these chicks like Krishan Rock, bro. Like, the fuck? Bitch be drinking and smoking. The baby clearly got fetal alcohol syndrome. You see what I'm saying? And motherfucker think they pee and play her, bro, but your son got all type of birth defects and all type of shit because the chick that you chose can't put the fucking weed down or can't put the fucking alcohol down for a few months. Motherfucker, that's clown shit, bro. She not fit to be no mother. She don't have patience, she don't have empathy, fucking trauma, all type of shit. You don't put no baby in no woman like that. Because guess what she gonna raise? She gonna raise her and she gonna raise you. You understand? We gotta protect our seed, man, because that's the future. We gotta live in this motherfucker. Y'all gotta start thinking like that. Don't dirty up the world by putting babies in chicks that just pieces of shit. And I did a show about that, man. I'm at the doctor's office, and this white chick come in here, fucking kids, bad as fuck. Just like, kids are just like, and the mama just clearly a piece of shit. And I'm like, who hitting that, bro? Like, who did that? 3 kids. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to the good mothers, and shout out to the mothers who raise wonderful children. But that's who you should put if you're going to be having babies, put it in a good woman, not no fucking dusty hood rat or no fucking sex worker or no fucking stripper or no prostitute or no drug addict, no junkie, alcoholic bitch who can't control herself. She emotional trauma and mental health issues. Why y'all having babies with chicks like that? Live stream, I know y'all just heard if y'all was listening. Dude, like, I had to shame this dude. Dude probably would have kept fucking this chick. Dude hit me up like, oh, what does this met chicks? I had went in, what should I do? He was like, what should I do? Dude was like, what should I do? I went into the chick closet medicine cabinet and I found these pills. And so we Googled the pills on the live stream. And it's for like women with like fucking manic depression, schizophrenia, tics from autism. It's like some crazy shit. You know, and this ain't the down people with mental health issues, but it's like this chick got real deal problems. And she was telling him, oh, it's just stabilized my mood. Bitch, this ain't no Xanax, and Xanax ain't even good. This ain't no motherfucking Buspirone or no motherfucking, what the other shit, Zoloft or no shit like that. This some real deal shit. But I had to literally like clown him for like 10 minutes straight. Like, bro, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He talk about, oh, it's just so good though. The pussy just good. And the only reason dudes say the pussy good is when they fucking raw. Because the condom, you don't feel pussy in condom. So he fucking this chick raw, more than likely, chick out her mind. Oh, the pussy just so good though, man. I just can't, it's just so good though. I know she crazy, but I literally had to shame this dude. Like, bro, you fucking dumb, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You see what I'm saying? Then finally he came back a couple weeks later like, man, you was right. I just cut the chick off. But he eventually potentially gonna have a baby with this fucking chick. You see what I'm saying? Protect your seed, bro. Protect your seed. Now the next one, this is one of the first things I learned. And I want to talk to you about this. And this was kind of, I touched on it a little bit earlier, but, you know, you never give a woman nothing that she don't earn, bro. That's the player rule. You don't give a woman nothing that she don't earn. Right? You are supposed to provide and protect for your woman, the woman who earns it, the woman who's loyal to you, who provides you value. You're not supposed to provide and protect for anybody. That is a con game that they played y'all with. They played y'all with, oh, protect this woman. No. Protect all women and shit. No, woman. I was about to say the B word. No, woman. Go find you a man, or go listen to your daddy, or go under the tutelage, or go under the protection of your daddy or your brothers or your uncles, or go find you a fucking man. It ain't my job to protect for you. It ain't my job to give to you just because you're a woman. That don't say no. There ain't nowhere in the Bible. No, none of that shit. I'm supposed to protect and provide for the woman that's fucking with me. My sisters, my mother, my wife, my woman, my whoever. You understand what I'm saying? Not just no random chick that I meet at the motherfucking thing because she got a fat ass or no. So now just you can have it all, baby. The game don't go like that. But this is why a woman don't want to follow your lead. This is why a woman don't want to get on a man's program because she don't have to, because it's some sucker that's just gonna give her a haul. It's some sucker that believes the lie and the notion that you just supposed to, if you see a woman, you just supposed to just roll out the red carpet for her. Fuck that. I'm not finna risk my life. I don't even know you. And I'm not saying that you're not supposed to help people, and I'm not saying that you're not supposed to take care of your community. But this whole, you don't give woman nothing that they don't earn. I'm not finna put my life on the line and this chick is a strong, independent woman and she don't deserve no man. She don't need no man. I'm not putting my life on the line for no woman like that. You ain't even respecting your man or your husband. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even respecting the men in your community. Respect the men in your community, and then we could talk about protect and provide for all women and look out for all women and shit like that. And I'm not saying that you're supposed to be mean to women or harm them, but I don't believe in that, bro. And that goes along with when you meet a woman, giving her things that she don't earn. Like she didn't deserve them fucking shoes you bought her or that fucking jewelry you bought her. You paying her rent. She didn't deserve that shit. Don't give it to her. You make her earn that shit. I was always big on that shit. I ain't getting no woman nothing that she don't fucking earn. I got stories of women that they asked me for shit. In the rare times that they did ask me for shit, I made them work for me. Even back in the days and all, you got to do something. Take this trip with me or something. Hold this shit down or something. You're not finna just be getting my fucking money. Nah, because if I do that for you, then that just empower you to just be like that and just exploit men. You're not going to exploit me. And I'm not going to teach you that it's okay to exploit no other man. Because it ain't just about me at the end of the day. This shit is about us as a whole. So I'm not finna be the dude that's condoning that shit. But you don't give a woman things that she don't earn. Straight up. You don't give a woman things that she don't earn, because when you spoil people, they become spoiled. And spoiled is never a good thing. You spoil them rotten, and rotten people are no good. They don't have bad character. They think they become entitled. They complain all the time. They think that you owe them something. They're never appreciative. And this is what we have today: entitled, spoiled, bratty women. This is what we have today, because they get things that they don't earn. And for me, a woman has to be loyal to me. A woman has to treat me good, and a woman has to provide me value consistently. Then, boom, you can down there. If my woman have anything, I don't rarely tell my woman no. As far as like, hey, can we get this or can we do this? I don't really say no when it comes to stuff like that. Now I may be like, hey, I want to watch TV tonight, or can we go lay up? And I feel like doing something else, I say no. But if I don't feel like it, but sometimes I sacrifice. But it's nothing that my woman can ask me for, and I tell her no. But she earned that. Like, she earned that. It didn't start like that. Wasn't like come out the gate like, oh, I can buy you anything you want and all that. Hell no. No, sir. But once you provide me value, you see that, then you can have the whole world. You know what I'm saying? But you're never supposed to give a woman nothing that she don't earn, right? And you're only supposed to provide and protect your woman, or the women who follow you, the women who let you lead them. If you can't leave her, bro. You don't owe her that. That take energy to protect somebody. That take resources to protect and provide for somebody. And if she don't deserve it, she don't fucking get it. It's that simple. And everybody need to go back to that. And if we all stood on that, we'll get back to the way it needed to be, or the way that it used to be. We'll get back to that. But the last one, and I'm not going to say that this is a code, and I'll touch on this more in depth, but I just want to plant the seed for you before I get out of here. I'm not going to say that this is a code or a rule, but because most people don't follow this. Most guys in general don't follow this, and I don't think this make you a player or not, but you're the ultimate player if you can live by this. And I'm going to just plant this seed. You're never supposed to be emotionally involved with more than one woman. You're never supposed to be emotionally involved with more than one woman. I'm going to unpack that a little bit more in the future, but you get you one good woman and give to her. You're not supposed to spread yourself thin like that. Because when your emotions are all over the place, you become confused. You spread yourself thin and you stress yourself out. by, they say you should never put your eggs in one basket. That doesn't make good for relationship advice. It don't make good for street shit. It don't make good for investments. It don't make good for business. You're supposed to concentrate your forces. Now, when it comes to business, you see people say, oh, you should have 7 streams of income. That don't mean have a laundry service, have a car service, have a fucking, now if you super uber rich and you can hire people to do these things and you just buy these businesses, cool. But when you're trying to build something, you're trying to build a business or a relationship, it's best to just focus on one thing at a time. Now, I have multiple streams of income, but my multiple streams of income come from this one business that I built, this one business. When I started doing this, I went all in, literally. And you're supposed to do your relationships like that as well with women. When you don't do that, you're going to tire and stress yourself out. I can promise you. I know it may seem cool that you got all these bitches and shit, and I'm not telling you to not deal with more than one woman. If that's what you want to do, do it. But to emotionally involve yourself in more than one woman is eventually going to stress you out, and you are going to cause yourself problems. I promise you that. A lot of you guys be hitting me up like, oh, well, I got these 2 women. I don't know who to choose from. You're emotionally involved with this one, you're emotionally involved with that one, and now you're ready to chill out and you don't know who to choose from. You finna be in a world of shit. And truth be told, if you gotta come to a crossroads like, I don't know who to choose, none of them are it for you. You ain't found her yet, trust me, because that one that's for you, you ain't gonna have to ask nobody who to pick, trust me. But you know, you're gonna stress yourself out, bro. You're gonna stress yourself out, and you're gonna emotionally wear yourself down, and that's going to hinder your productivity. And I think that's one of the main things that men do that hurt their productivity, is be emotionally involved with more than one woman at the same time. That's one of the things that you can damn near put that next to alcohol. And I didn't realize that until I got older. You understand? Emotionally involving yourself with more than one woman at a time. That is a big stressor, and it is a big roadblock, and it is a big burden and weight on your productivity as a man. You understand what I'm saying? And again, you find you one woman that's good, and you pour into her. And I can promise you, if you make the right choice in woman and you pour into the right woman, you'll get out way more than you trying to spread yourself thin between 5 different chicks. I can promise you that. But I'll touch on that some other time. I'm going to get up out of here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is how to be a player. Of course, there's always more rules and more codes and all this shit, but this is just the main stuff that I see. Guys, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you can get this good player ish fresh off the press. Y'all know my slogan, playerism is the antidote to feminism. Join the Players Club at theplayersclub.vip. Book me for a coaching session at kingdreism.com, and go to Love, Respect, Honor to go to my free class, 3 Secrets to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. Like this video. Follow me on all social media platforms at kingdreism, KINGDREISM. I think that's it. Yeah, the first and the third Fridays, the Savor Bro Show will be live. Or I'll put out the Savor Bro Show. I'll put out the Savor Bro Show the first and the third Friday. Every Tuesday evening, you guys will get another show every Tuesday. So that's 6 shows a month. But anyway, guys, it's your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre. Gone.